The amount of houses for sale in the United States is at an all-time low. What is happening, DeRosa Insiders community? My name is Matt Faircloth, and this is the Cash Flow Digest Show. Thank you for watching this program. We're going to be talking all kinds of real estate shop today, all things cash flow, how you guys can generate more cash flow in your life and in your businesses and take your real estate business to the next level. So guys, a bit of data here. I want to put it out. There's an interesting statistic. The amount of houses for sale, and you might say you know why, and that's cool, but let's discuss it anyway. The amount of houses for sale in the United States is at an all-time low, and that's an interesting statistic because people still got to move. People still got to do what they got to do, right? But there's a number of factors as to why it is. The demand for housing has increased in the United States, but the supply, so we're having a supply-demand issue. Maybe that's why housing prices have not really shifted too much, even though interest rates have gone way up. What's interesting is that as housing continues to become a thing that people need, there's less and less people selling their properties. Well, let's unpack that a little bit. If you were someone you're looking to sell your house today or just looking to unload your property, you got to go somewhere, right? You got to go from where you are now, and that could be a property. And this sounds logical, but let's still think about it, right? If you're looking to sell your home now, that you're at 3-4% interest rate, or maybe you've paid it all the way off, or whatever it is, wherever you're going to go is likely, at least more than a 50-50 shot is going to have a mortgage payment to it. And that mortgage payment is now you're going to have the luck of paying a 7% interest rate for where you're going, at least 7, if not more, right? So most people that are looking to sell their properties are going to be paying much more interest rate than they are today. More than ever, the elderly are aging in place. More than ever, people that have had their kids exit their homes and have moved on to college or whatever are choosing to not move. Well, why? It's because they don't want to, because wherever they go, they're going to be subject to higher living costs because of interest rates. What that's done, and we still have a need for more housing in America. What's happening? We have an aging millennial population. They're starting to have kids, starting to make the babies. They're starting to need backyards for the babies to run around in. They're starting to need playgrounds down the street from where they live for those babies. And millennials are starting to need more space. The other problem is that the boomer generation that have plenty of space are not looking to sell anytime soon because they don't want to go moving to somewhere and pay higher interest rates. So we're having a supply-demand issue for housing in America. The bigger developers, those that are building houses, are already trying to solve some of these things by allowing you to say, okay, well, if you buy one of my properties for $500,000, that's pretty much the median price for a new construction home. The developer will say, well, what I will do is I will buy down your interest rate to where you get a reasonable interest rate, 4%, 5%, something like that on a mortgage. So there's creativity coming in to create some absorption for people so that they can buy homes. That's how much people are trying to make things work. But until people either just say, screw it, I'm just going to just sell, or until rates come down a little bit, we're going to continue to have an inventory issue with homes in America. And that shortage is perhaps why you're not seeing a correlation in the drop in housing prices and those kinds of things, given the interest rates. Let's face it. Somebody that was going to pay $2,000 a month in a mortgage payment on a home today, for that very same home, no change in value, it's going to cost them $3,500 a month, right? And so the cost of housing in a monthly payment perspective has gone way up. But houses are still selling, and that's because people don't have a lot of options if you want a nice home in a nice neighborhood. And that, so those that have the income to afford to pay for new construction can. Those that can't are going to have to really, really pick and choose, and maybe still do bidding wars, even with the high interest rate environment we're in right now. Changing world, right? Check out the article that we're posting here. If you guys missed it, if you guys are watching this on Spotify, just jump over to DeRosa Insiders. You guys can grab a copy of the article that we just posted. So thank you to BQ. Love to hear what you guys think. So post your comments on, bottom line, guys. Why is housing inventory still so low? Why are prices remaining high on single family homes for the most part? Yeah, they've dipped a little bit, but nowhere near what they maybe should have given how much interest rates have gone up. Love to hear your thoughts.